Welcome back, my bitches and hoes, to Let's Play Torneko. When last we left, I left the Magic Dungeon at level 15 after I had grabbed all the treasure there, and went back and used up almost all that loot, as a matter of fact, to meld my sword and shield. And as it stands now, I actually found a plating scroll this time around. That's what that little star means, next to the 6 and the 8, for my dragon and dragon, which means they cannot rust ever. Found a cursed X, so I cannot be affected by curses, which means I can equip anything to my heart's content, and enemies can't curse me. Don't know what the calcite is, but we'll figure that out. Found a bunch of pots, which pots are good, and I theft one time from another shop because I wanted an item, I had no idea what it was, and I think it's in the preserve pot, as a matter of fact. I know that ring is an explode ring because I put it on and it blew up. It randomly just causes an explosion around you. Useful when you want to kill enemies, but it kind of sucks because it hurt me. It gave me 5 damage. I'm tempted to actually walk around with it on, just to see if it keeps randomly exploding, if it'll really kill enemies, but I don't want it to destroy items. Even though if I can take the 5 HP, I'm not sure if the HP is random or not. But I did get the Explode X effect on my shield, so bombs aren't going to take half of my life anymore. They're going to take about just 20 HP, and that's it. I found another Demon X sword, so actually that's something I ripped off from the shop. I didn't really want to rip that off. What I really wanted to rip off was, I think it was that calcite ring, because that was a $15,000 accessory, and I had no idea what it was. So I stole it. And now, let's continue on, downward and deeper into the dungeon. You know, I figured out it's about 10 megs a second in raw video from Fraps for this game. Yeah, wrap your head around that one, so when I have these hour and a half, 2-hour videos, yeah. Think about how many megs I had to save for that before I compressed it. So that was always a treat. Oh, steel ball. Yes, a trap. Traps suck. If you have the Trap X ring, you'll never trigger them when you walk over them. And that's always useful. And let's see. Life's been pretty good. I don't need that copper sword, so I'm not going to worry about it. My inventory is full anyway, and I haven't gotten to the 23rd level to open up the next door. These robots are kind of interesting. It's nice when you get the robots on your team in Dragon Warrior 8. Every time you kill a Demonite, they drop an item, a random item. Ooh, a sea all. Now that is useful. Let me check my preserve pots and see what I can throw out. Twin hits I was gonna save for the shop. So, you know, just to have one item of each. I want to save the huge and magic because I don't have one of those, but I don't really need to save the magic because I can buy the magic bread. So what I'll do is I'll just eat magic bread, and while on this floor, I can identify items. Oh, sweet. Okay, preserve, insert, see all. No. You have to exploit that. It's just not a question, really. You have to exploit that. Come on, bitch. The combination sword and shield that locks enemy skills from them ever using it is called the Seal Sword and the Seal Shield. So let's drop this. That become a Hunger X. I will not get hungry while wearing it. Oh, sweet. Always nice. Curved pot. Let's drop that. That becomes an X-ray pot. Oh, delicious. Oh. It's always nice when you get that when you have a bunch of unidentified items. I like it when you can see invisible with that one ring. That way you can see what those phantoms are. Oh, let's see. Mulberry. I need to spot my inventory. First I want to check to see if there are any traps around here. Even though you can attack in 3 spots in front of you, you only reveal a trap in the spot directly ahead of you when you swing your sword. Something to keep in mind. Same thing with the 360 attack. And don't worry, your sword will not hit him. Okay. Blinding herb. I'll just drop that and sell it to him because I don't really care about it. Okay. What I want to do is, that's a hunger ring. I want to get that. It becomes a sap. So let's just drop it. And joy. Melding. Emerald. Get. That becomes a Doll X. Hey. Doll X, huh? Info. Fully protects against special attacks doll family monsters. Interesting. I'd like to steal that if I can. So just drop it for now. Exploding X and Onyx. Get. Monster Wake. Oh man, info. Instantly awakes all monsters when entering a room. Not the best item you want to have equipped. That's for sure. It's good to have these just for the shop. But again, it's not necessary, and I don't really have a lot of money. each one of those is 20 grand, and I only have 25. So I could drop the square pot and pick it back up. It becomes a storage pot. Oh, items put in the storage instantly go to your storage. So that's really useful. And once you drop down to 0, you either sell them or just throw them because they're useless. So if I look at my preserve, I wanted the explode ring for the shop. So I'm going to drop it, and I might as well just storage. Insert. Explode. They'll be identified when they go to the shop anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. Preserve. Check. I wanted twin hits in there, and I wanted curse off in there, and I wanted demon X in there. So this is the use of a storage pot. So now I have a twin hit scroll at the shop, and preserve, check, curse off, drop, and let's see, storage, insert, just a bit of cleanup work here. Good thing I can identify these things now. Preserve, check, demon X, drop. I don't even need a demon X sword anymore, but it's really useful to have one of each item, because if somehow you do manage to lose your sword and you don't want to reset because you're diehard like that, it's good to have a sword in your shop that you can then have the effect to meld again with, which is also why it's good to have the cloning pot and clone swords like the magic sword, and then clone things like the magic shield. Let's see, tie down, blowback, change, Cypress, curse X. Nothing in there. The huge bread I kind of wanted to put in my shop just because I didn't have one. So storage pot it is. Let's put the demon X on that. And preserve, check, huge bread, drop. Now that storage pot is empty, so I can drop it. Now a prayer scroll can increase it again, but I don't have a prayer scroll at the moment. They're kind of rare, so aha, invisible monster. For 8,000 bucks, he'll buy that storage pot with 0 in it. Holy crap! I could buy these things legit and not have to worry about stealing. Huge bread. That's right. I was gonna put a huge bread in storage. Insert huge. Do not put an item you haven't paid for in storage, because you can't pay. You can pay for it, but if you can't afford it, you will have to steal it, and there's no way. Sometimes you can just die that way. Let's see. I don't need these items. I was gonna put the panic or the see-all. The see-all is nice. As a matter of fact, see-all. Let's see. I'll just take it out of the preserve pot and equip. Now I can see everything on every floor. Paralyze, exploding, monster wake, and doll X. Well, let me do some cleanup here at the shop. I'll get back with you. Alright, I did some cleaning, put a lot of stuff in my preserve pots. You can't put unpaid items in the storage pot. It won't work. It just doesn't work. But I want to steal some items from him, so I don't want the exploding pot and I don't want the empty storage pot, so I'm leaving them. The scrolls and wands aren't really important to me, so I'm going to just chew a warp herb and hope for the best. Oh, that's sweet. Look where it teleported me, right next to the stairs. And since I have the see-all, you can see how many gargoyles have spawned on this map. 1, 2... Let's see, my mouse cursor's here, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I believe all of these are gargoyles. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, probably 16, plus him, the shopkeeper. Let's get the fuck out of here. Oh, but look, a demon knight, I can get an item! Don't be greedy. You already were greedy enough. Successfully thefted many times. The see-all. Maple. Of course, I can't identify items anymore. So, that's a bummer. But, in the preserve pots, I can drop these items now. See, check. Hunger, drop, because I want to put that in storage. Insert hunger. And preserve pot, check. Let's see. And I just stole doll X. So, and I don't, that can make you immune to their leveling down, lowering strength, lowering hit points, things like that. But I don't want it, so I'm gonna drop it. And then storage again. I mean, I want it, but I don't want it with me at the moment. Let's attack all the areas in front of me. Now I have some items in the preserve, so... Some items, some spaces in the preserve. This sea owl is going to be really useful for me, so I can see all the goodies. You can't always rely on those warp herbs to do that for you. More times than not, leather shield's pointless. More times than not, it's going to send you to a room that's not going to be the stairs. Someone was hit. Yes. So what's this? A gold wand. Just insert it, because I have no idea what it is. Magic bread. When you can identify items on a floor via magic bread, that is very, very sweet. These floors have been pretty small lately. They've just been pretty linear. Bronze shield's not really important to me, so I'll just leave it there. And let's go down. I want to get to the 23rd floor. Oops, don't want to save. And use my last key. Keys just waste inventory space. Like I said, I think I've said before that you can find keys in the Magic Dungeon, but it's extremely rare to find a key. And in the more Magic Dungeon, they're slightly more common, but I still wouldn't hold it past you to find one. And I hate those monkeys. I hate those ag devils because not only do they move 2 squares per turn, they also attack 2 times per round. So they're fast in both respects. Don't want the copper sword, it's not important, but I could sell it in that shop that's over there for some chump change. So let's put it in the preserve pot. Just for the, you can tell it's a shop because there's 9 items. One of them's going to be a mimic. It sucks when they're a candy box because candy boxes are much more powerful than mimics, and they can actually threaten you even with a good shield and sword. Oh boy, let's work on this. Good thing no one can burrow through crystals. Let's see, there's an item down there. Could be important. Could just be stupid loot. Misleader herb. It's not that important. Oops. Why did I not face him? I'm stupid. Ooh, there's a room here too. Alright. Well, these ants could make it easy to thief from him if they just dig through to his shop for me. Monster Wake. I put 1 in storage. Huge bread. Heal. The heal ring. Not bad at all. I think I have one though. Let's see. Check. That's Monster Wake. That's Hunger X. Thought I had a heal ring. Heal rings are useful. Hunger. I put 1 in storage already. Monster Wake and Hunger. Now there's the box. You knew he'd be there somewhere. You don't always need to steal. I mean, it's really not that important. Like this huge bread. Not only do you eat it and it restores hunger, but it's if you eat it when you're full, you'll get 2 extra belly points. It's a huge bread. Actually, you get 5 extra belly points if you eat it while full. So, let's see, Monster Wake. I don't think I need to steal from him again. It's just becoming a bit silly that I'm ripping him off so much. Preserve checks. I already have a Monster Wake and a Hunger X. He's selling 2 Monster Wakes, isn't he? Monster Wake for 20 grand, Hunger for 15, Heal for 10. The Heal ring is good. I think you get the Heal ring as a gift, maybe from the banker. Yeah, I think so. But it's not. It's nice to have heal rings, especially when you're the mage. I don't think you can bring the heal ring into the mage dungeon. I think you have to be empty-handed when you walk in there. But it's really good if you want to play the mage in the magic dungeon. But you can't play him in the more magic dungeon because you can't bring in items in the more magic dungeon. Let's see. I could wait for ants to give me an opportunity to steal. But the staircase, the stairwell is 2 rooms away, so running to the stairs here, like right here, would be really a risky venture. And there's no guarantee. Let's see, how many times do I have to use that change rod? Only 3, because 2, and then you can hurl it for 1 more. I heard that using a skill X on the shopkeeper can do things too, because the shopkeeper has skills like he's a monster skill. So I have no idea if this is suicidal or not. So I really want a quick save here, because I've never tried this before, but the thief in town mentions you can use skill X on the shopkeeper. There's a warp trap. There's a warp trap in his shop. Good thing I didn't find it when I had something on him. Oh shit, that's him, isn't it? Oh fuck. He packs a fucking punch. 58. Yeah, okay. Skill X prevents... I want to know if after using it, if his items become free, though. Let's see. Skill X, wave... no, they're still not purchased. But it does prevent the shopkeeper from trying to buy and sell with you, and it makes him just a regular monster. But he only moves 1 square instead of 2. Oh, so it prevents him from attacking twice and moving twice, which is good on all monsters. But there is a warp tile in his shop. So, it's... where was it? We found it, remember? Where, I don't find it anymore. This is silly. Maybe it wasn't in his shop. I don't know, I used it on him like that. And then... what did I do? Move up here and got warped? Yeah, I did. Let me solve this problem and get back with you. Oh, I just loaded a save state that was from that shop. It was a different shop. So here's the warp, obviously. So let's step on it and find out where we go. Oh, we're in where I wanted to be. 1, 2, 3, down. Why am I such an asshole? Oh, a monster room! Monster room! Good loot there, usually. A lot of traps, a lot of monsters. When you won't wake monsters, I don't think the monster room will wake up when you walk in, but I don't have that effect equipped. Oh, shit. Let's kill this guy. And the, Revy Rock. I always called them River Rocks, but they're Revy Rocks. I really don't have a lot of, space left in my inventory here. Let's see. See, the change pot, check. Has a stupid pick, a druid one, and a mimic. Mimic's good just to say you brought home a mimic. But X-ray pot's good. Like, I could use it on the maple just to get out of the way. So insert maple. And there you go. And, oh, I missed an X-ray. Insert parasimmon. Check it. That was a sleep and a no-trip wand. Just having the no-trip wand on you, but not in a pot, will make it to where you won't trip over the rocks, which is good if you have anything that explodes, like exploding pots or exploding rings. Yeah, what's this? Opal. Well, you might as well insert it. See what it is. X-ray pots are nice. A discount ring. Oh, those are rich to sell. If you sell them, they're like 10 grand. But if you have them equipped, obviously, shops offer you a discount. Even though I try to steal from them as much as I can. It's a game. You don't need to feel guilty about that. But I think I'll eat the strength herbs. And, well, it does take a little bit of the challenge of the way with these save states. I will admit that. There's still a challenge in stealing. It's just a little bit less now. And it does mean that it's really difficult for you to use my tactics, but my tactics will still work. It's just my tactics are working in specific cases. Yours will, these can work, but ooh, he uncurses you, warps you out, etc., etc. I'd like to probably warp out just because I have a lot of goodies and come back when I'm also level 19 again. But I don't really find a need for that so much. Oh fuck. I didn't save state on that floor and I lost a monster room. That's what happens sometimes. I am not going to go back to that shop, warp out, and go back down because the floor is going to be different anyway. Seal. I don't need a Seal scroll, as you know. I have the Seal ring. So I'll just leave it on the floor. Oh, there's a goodies over here. How the hell did you get over there? Looks like this is going to be a dead end. And there's just going to be one item. It's probably going to be a crappy little herb or something. Something weird. Christ, I'm slow. Lasts for 5 turns. can't outrun anything. Can you, the turtles, you're their speed now. Oh, it was a bag of money. Oh, fuck. Trap X would have been so nice right about now. Trap X is nice. Oh shit, you do not want to be numb. Fuck. Because they can just keep numbing you. And indefinitely. They could numb you a few turns later, numb you, and you'll never be able to. It's random, of course, if they numb you or attack you, but still. Hey, an outside scroll. Those are always nice. Not going to equip that. What's in the preserve pot? The heal ring that I just ripped off. Hunger X, Monster Wake. A Panic Herb, a Paralyze Herb, another Monster Wake. Just because I can sell it then. Trade spots is useful. Paralyze Scroll and Paralyze Herb. Paralyzes the monster in front of you. Throw it at a monster to paralyze until it is attacked. It does the same thing, just one's an herb and one's a... Well, I'm gonna hurl some herb and put it in the preserve, the outside scroll, because why not? I think that's more useful than an herb of that nature anyway. I don't think roll leaves work if they're in pots either. So, plating. There's a plating scroll. I want one for the storeroom, even though I've already read one for the scroll list. So I'm going to probably take out one of those herbs. No, I can steal with that. Huge bread. Huge bread. Well, I'm not exactly hungry. I'm not going to be because there's only 7 floors left. So huge bread is probably useless right now. So, I'm anal. I want one of every item in the storeroom. Because, see, my roleplay is that if any shopkeeper wants an item, he has it in stock. But, of course, he'll lose it when he sells it. Oh, shit. But that's not the point. The point is that he could go into a dungeon. If someone wants an item, he's got it now. He can say, hold on a second. So he can walk outside, warp into the magic dungeon with the cloning pot, a vacuum scroll, and that item. 2 vacuum scrolls, actually. Put the vacuum scroll in so it clones one. So there's 2 vacuum scrolls in the pot. And one in his inventory. He puts an outside scroll in the pot to clone it. So he starts out with yeah, and then he has 2 outside scrolls, and then he puts the item the customer wants in the pot and clones it. Uses the vacuum scroll. Okay, I already been there. Duh. Uses the vacuum scroll to get all the items out. So you need at least like a capacity 6, but you can make that a capacity 8 with some prayer scrolls, and there's no reason not to do that. Come back and say, here's your item for free. You know, he doesn't ever have to worry about stocking his inventory again if someone wants an item. That's not quite how the game works, because if you just want to sell an item, you just sell an item. But to me, I just like knowing that Talon, the arms merchant, or Torneko, the arms merchant, is going to have every item in stock, because he is just that fucking good. The ants are just tearing up this floor here, so I'm gonna get out of here. Ooh, baboons. Okay, they're not baboons, they're devils. But, I mean, come on, they look just like a freaking baboon, just with the color swap. Alright, let's get out of here. 421, a couple floors later, and we're gonna get the next locked room, which I'll have to ditch something for. A shop, and an island. This is where I wish I had the passage ring. Plating, don't need it. At all. I have one in the pot. I've already read one, so no point having another one. Well, it's just nice to have your weapons plated. I've already mentioned that. A couple of Revy Rocks next to each other has got to be the most redundant thing in the world, because when one dies, the other one's going to blow up, sacrifice itself to revive that one. But see, their whole purpose is to sacrifice themselves to revive other monsters, so you don't sacrifice yourself in practice to revive another person who does the same thing. Both of you are sacrificial, so why would you revive the sacrificial lamb? I'm thinking too much into it. The game's mechanics just weren't that in depth when it came to the Revy Rock, but there's no more room. A tractor scroll. I want the tractor arrows. I'm gonna eat this bread. I'm gonna grab these tractor arrows because you know it can make you steal from people. So you can steal from a shop with tractor arrows. You tractor him towards you, he's confused, and etc. etc. With all these ants destroying the thing, you wonder if I can just beeline the stairs again if he has something really important. There's a baboon or something coming up on me. I can see him. Oh, it's an ant. Never mind. He won't destroy things, I don't think. While he's attacking you. Oops, wrong way. Gotta go up here or something. When they start destroying the map like this, it's really difficult to figure it out. Hear all. I already used the hear all scroll at one point. Welcome! Any ants destroyed? This is the one time I want ants to really nuke. Step guard. Sleep. Panic. Panic. You can confuse them. The Haven Scroll! I do not have one yet. X-ray pot. It's always good. Tie down. Leather. Tie down's good to steal from. But I don't think he's got anything I want because I already have a hunger. The Haven Scroll I want. I'm going to just sell something and buy the Haven Scroll. I don't really want to steal right now. Okay, so preserve. Panic or paralyze. Gold one, which I haven't even identified yet. And I want to sell something. Skill X is good to steal with, which always change. Blowback I can drop. I'll sell it. Alright, and I want the Haven Scroll, so 6 grand, that's pretty dear. But you know what? I'm not a total bastard. The X-ray pot is pretty good. But I'm just gonna get out of this floor. You guys are sick of me trying to steal. Okay, maybe I was a little bit mistaken. Maybe... Oh. X-ray. I'm gonna use that. And here's how I'm going to use it. I'm going to drop the hunger, pick up the X-ray, but I'm going to drop the X-ray again because I'm going to check out my preserve pot, gold off, taking it out of the preserve pot, and then I want to read the X-ray scroll on the gold wand and find out what the fuck it is. It's a slow wand. Okay. Insert slow. Grab the hunger ring. So how is everybody anyway? Everyone good? All 2 of my viewers? Maybe I'll get more viewers in time. I don't know. But I do post these rather quick. Oh, he dropped a copper sword. I don't even care about selling it to get loot right now. I'm just so fed up with it. I just want to get through this dungeon. Because when your inventory is full, you really get frustrated. That's why it's always nice to have those storage pots, a clone pot, a prayer pot. You know, bringing a clone pot into the Magic Dungeon is pretty useful. Because you can clone prayer scrolls. Well, first you get a prayer scrolls, a bunch of them, and you get a storage pot up. Then, ooh, bang scroll. Then, you know, you keep one of those. Because prayers, and then you keep putting stuff in storage pots, and then cloning the prayer scrolls to increase the storage pot's capacity again. So you'll never run out of inventory space that way, unless you keep filling up your inventory space with pots, because you can't put a pot in a pot. It's a paradox. Woo, let's put a storage pot in a storage pot. Yeah, don't work that way. But it is one tactic to never run out of space. It just takes a little bit of time. It'll take you like probably 20 turns to do all this. And, oh man. And, you know, you are wasting probably 5 to 6 inventory space just on this tactic alone. But the trade-off is that if you find anything, you can just put it in your storage shed and sell it when you get home. Ooh, melting pot. Those are always nice. But your storage shed can get full too. So the melting pots are good. Now I have 2 melting pots already. I don't want to get rid of that. The panic herb. Paralyzed scroll. I'll just drop the panic herb and pick up the melting pot by putting something else in the preserve pot. Insert hunger ring. Oops. Now you can just get the item you're standing on. So you can just get. And what is that? Big room. Good to steal. Anything else I want to ditch in the preserve pot? Paralyze. I could just read it just to have it on my skill list. even though it's not going to do anything. At the moment, it's just nice to have it. Insert on the change tie down plating. Haven warp. Put the warp in there. Big room scroll. Here we go. Panic herb. Panic herb's how I would steal from the shop after big room. So tie down. Tie down would work too. After you do big room, you cast tie down, and the shopkeeper can't move. So that would actually work better, I think. So I'll keep that for tie down. I won't need the panic herb. It's all pending that if I get an item or not, or another shop room or not. That might have something I want in it. Scale shield, don't need it. Oh man. Even on my see all, those show up as items, mimics. And now I don't have to get clever and capture a mimic because I have one in the change pot. Sadly, the change pot is going to just randomly change your crap into anything. Skill X6. I have a skill X3. You know what? I'm going to drop that one and pick up the 6 because the 6 has more charges in it, obviously. Now I could put those in the melting pot, and since I have melting pots, it's kind of a waste of a melting pot. I have a melting pot with 5 and with 4, so if I insert my skill X6, and then I insert my... Okay, where's the melting pot 3? Insert this one. Oh, now it's going to be a 9. But I could put 2 other items in there that aren't skill X, like 2 extra shields, and it'll meld those 2 as the base. But it's nice to have a wand with a lot of charges, even if you have no intention of using it. Oh shit! You don't want that. There we go. Let's start again. Let's just go up here. Let's leave. And down we go. No, I don't want to save. These things explode if they take enough damage. Yes, I think it is if they get under 10 HP, they explode. So you want to get them above HP and then kill them. If I just made any sense there. You want to get them... Preserve pots are usually the most common pot on those islands. So... And that's good, because that'll increase your storage space by however many the pot is, -1. What am I doing? Letting the shadow kick my ass, that's what I'm doing. That's what they are, they're shadows. If you were an invisible ring, you can see them. The healer didn't heal the guy. Figured he would. Here's the extra lock room. Finally. Let's see what's in here, shall we? Look at that. I think both of those pots are melding pots. And those bombs are rigged to explode. So it's really difficult to... And there's a bunch of bomb traps underneath them that will trigger the bombs as well, and also trigger each other. So those pots are really difficult to get, if not impossible, without a Trap X ring. But it's just something I wanted to show you guys. Because if I save state here and then just swing blindly at them, I can actually destroy these things. But I can't destroy the traps that are on them. See? Bomb trap. Bomb trap. Explode trap. And you can't tunnel through this wall. This is an untunnelable wall. So... They are just melting pots. I mean, they're not too important. But it is something I just wanted to show. You can get them if you need melting pots. You just have to have a Trap X ring or Trap Bust with the fighter. I didn't know you were a mimic, but I just swung at you because I kind of thought you were. Okay, I have the Sea ring. There's no treasure down there. Why am I exploring? Let's just get the hell out of here to the next level down, shall we? There we go. It's gonna make it a lot faster. Okay. And there's nothing on this floor. The Sea ring. Oh. I'm retarded. There could have been something. I forgot that unequipped trap got rid of my Sea ring. How'd that get me 350 experience points? I guess shadows are like what they were in Dragon Warrior 3. They give you a random amount of experience points between a certain range, and a random amount of gold between a certain range. 350 EXP. Well, maybe not. Hello, Mimic. Let's see what these treasures are. Oh, it's an island. I should have figured. Copper sword. Let's find the staircase and get the fuck out of here. There we go. And I will hit that knight too. Kill armor. Knights were introduced in the first Dragon Warrior game. They've gone through several graphical revisions since then, but the original knight concept was Dragon Warrior 1. Knight, Axe Knight, and the third knight was a Night Lord or something. Skeletons were originally in Dragon Warrior 1 as skeletons, like some other armor skeleton, Wraith, which was also a skeleton. Oh shit! I do have the dragon shield equipped, so his fire is not going to seriously hurt me. Or you can just meld that effect on a different shield, but up to this point the dragon shield has been the most powerful shield. 5 more hit points. If I had found the Medable shield, that would have been the most powerful at this moment in time. Then it becomes the magic shield and Loto shield. No, actually it becomes the ogre shield, its defense is, it's not as great as the Loto shield, obviously, but it's above the magic shield. No, oh, I think. Oh god, don't quote me on that one. Oh, I warped. I came down to the next level on the stairs to the next level. Happens sometimes. It's funny when it happens, because then you can just keep going down. I can make my festive descent. Dead end? How am I going to clear out this room of all loot if you keep giving me dead ends? I'm trying to get over there. Now, if you want bombs to explode, there's a reason why you want bombs to explode. There's an adventure billet that says get 10 bombs in a row to explode. And what you do is you clone a bunch of bombs in a room, and you basically let them attack you with the attack back shield until they blow each other up. And until one blows up, then it chain reacts and kills the rest. It only works when it's a dead end room, otherwise they start fanning out and going everywhere you want. But if you got a dead end room like that room down there, if you had a bomb here and you were there, you could just keep cloning them until you filled up and then let them attack you. Hopefully you could get him down to below 10. Iron Eyes herb, life herb, yum yum yum. Give me 5 more HP. The trap failed to work, sweet. Mine, he blew up my scroll. See? It could have been something cool, like prayer. You get the clone pod, a bunch of prayer and vacuum, you can make your own prayer scrolls. And you have to do that. See all doesn't even show invisible, you have to have the invisible ring to see invisible. You yourself have to be invisible to see them. 426, 1 floor away from the end of the story game. You saw the well. The well does open up before this magic dungeon, which allows you to have keys, which allows you to get into those 2 rooms, but there's absolutely no way to get the melting pots. No, because, see, those traps aren't like normal traps that have a chance of exploding. Those traps always explode. Plating. Warp. Matter of fact, I want to chew that, so I don't gotta go back over that trap. And it took me to the other side of the dungeon, which is okay, because I just can walk forward and get whatever loot that is. More and more I want to play the SNES game now to get the backstory. And I guess I'll do that. I'm not sure if I want to do that on camera or not, but a clone rod, that's how, without the clone skill, that's the only way to clone them. Plating Haven, Big Room, Warp. Preserve pots are filled with stuff I kind of want to keep for kind Copper sword, what the fuck? Here. Okay, I got a clone rod now. The trap failed to work. Don't need that. This is it. This is it. Can you sense them? Vile monsters are on this floor. I kind of want to put a crystal between me and some of the monsters just for more defense. Haven Scroll. Drop. Without it, you really have a problem here. Every time you attack Dark Evil, he spawns monsters and then teleports to a different part of the room. So, oh, Rivy Rocks, God. Oh, good. I one-shotted him. With that crystal, you can face this way and attack 2 spots here. This is actually a good tactic if you're in a big room that has a crystal in it. You try to get a crystal here and they all come at you and you can hit one after the other. Even if you don't have wind shear, this is useful. I hate Rivy Rocks. Okay. His confusion spell did nothing. Oh, because he probably tried to use it. Eyeballs. Is it because I have Skill X equipped? Yeah, I do. Remember, I have the Skill X shield equipped. And this isn't a magical wand that an enchanter would wave. This is a skill. Or he's trying to enchant me through a crystal and it's like going back at him and he can't be confused. But no, I think it's because I have the Skill X shield effect. So I can't be confused by his gaze. So if you don't have a Haven Scroll, you probably should have a Skill X shield effect. Okay guys, where are you at? Come on. I know you can't hit me when I'm on this thing, but finally. Doesn't take many hits, but... Okay, I killed Rivy Rock. Killed Bomb Crag. Someone was hit, and I got a bunch of EXP. I'm doing this because of the invisible monsters that might be spawned. Okay. Gotta kill that healer, or he'll just make life miserable for you. And that confusion eye. I advanced. See, this does take the challenge out of the game, but I have never seen anyone beat Dark Evil without a Haven Scroll. I mean, the dragon he might spawn. 3,000 EXP. Might be a challenge, certainly. Now, you can't beeline this until after you kill Dark Evil. And he puts the banished chest down. Same music as the hope chest, or the chest of happiness. Now, the melody of joy sounded from the banished chest. The lingering atmosphere of evil faded away. From beyond the melody, Nina's prayer is heard. May the gods please return him to me safely. Aww. She loves her fat husband. From beyond the melody, Apollo's voice is heard. Papa, please come back soon. Ellipses. Aww. And you get a bunch of exposition here about they think you failed and you come back just the right time. Rank number 1, strength 10. Now I can get into the fun stuff with the well and get some items there, get a bunch of money there, get keys, and then do the mage's dungeon. Torneko failed? Why do they think you failed? Seriously. Even for Torneko, it might have been too heavy a burden this time. I don't think you can speed this up. But that's not right. Torneko fought for all of us. Why? Why? Oh, I should have gone with him. I feel I was derelict in my duties. To protect his beloved people and lead them to happiness, that's the mission of a true king. I just had an epiphany. All this time I was a king. I shall take it upon myself to return peace to my kingdom. Let's give him that fake Sean Connery accent that I can't pull off. Sire, allow me to join you. But wait, your majesty, what would become of the kingdom if something were to happen to you? If that happens, you be the king. Rally the troops. It's Torneko! What the hell? Look at his arms. I'm like, whoa. Hi, guys. Look at my gut. I'm strutting my stuff. Wow. You did it. You did it. I knew you could do it, Torneko. Torneko. Oh, the prince. Torneko. Baron. Magnificent! You're a true hero! I was gonna be king. You took my spot. So how was it? What kind of monsters were there? Was there a dungeon? What was a dungeon like? And... Sire? Hmm? I'm talking here. There are many people waiting for Torneko's return. Oh, yes, that's true. I'm sorry. Excuse my rudeness. Torneko, you should be on your way. However, I want you to tell me all about your adventures later. Agreed? Oh, yeah, sure. I'll do it. Yeah, this leads absolutely nowhere. It's pointless. Old woman. Hi, sweeties. Yes, ma'am. I guess they spelled ma'am right with the apostrophe. Is there a man named Torneko in this village? Yep, but Papa's away right now. Oh, is that right? So, sweetie, you're Torneko's... I'm not sweetie. I'm Polo. And I'm Lulu. I'm his girlfriend, and we're only 6 years old. I'm sorry, but your father's out, is he? That's a shame. Polo and Lulu, may I ask you something for me? Please pass along my thanks to Torneko. It's like, why would they even have this scene in here? You know, walking across the decrepit mansion. Thanks to the joy chest, happiness has returned to our poor village. I wanted to thank him for that. I think this might be some throwback to the first game. Okay, sure, when Papa comes home, I'll be sure to tell him. Lulu too! Thank you. I'll leave it in your trust. You can't talk to a kid like that. Just say, thanks. See you later. Oh, they were walking that way. Okay, bye. Take care. Live a long life, old lady who's going to die soon anyway. Thank you. You be good too. I'm secretly a pedophile. Okay. I won't throw that out. Sniff, 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 sniff. The atmosphere of evil. It's gone. There's no need for words, Torneko. You have done well. Neither a soldier nor a warrior. You, with that blubbery belly... excuse me. Why are you dwaddling? You mean to keep your family waiting forever? That Torneko, it'd be such a shame if he remained a merchant. What he could attain as a warrior or a mage. He looks back at his door because he has that thing there. Hey, what is happiness? Huh? Why are you asking that all of a sudden? For some reason I feel tremendously happy. I wonder why. People have already gone through this ending too. Come to think of it, me too. I should have been talking to them throughout the Let's Play each dungeon because they have a lot of exposition about how he keeps giving stuff to her. Yes. I love you. I mean, he gave all sorts of stuff to her, but you miss it if you don't keep talking to him. I think it's too late to get all that stuff now. Dear. Welcome home. Someone gave him the Monty Python's female voice. Welcome home. Oh, I'm sorry. Papa, welcome home. Oh, why are you crying? Strange, isn't it? I wonder why. Oh yeah, Papa, I saw a lady earlier. What? An old lady this time? Yeah, she was a pedo. I mean, she was pedo bear. She was what? No, I'm only kidding. She wasn't pedo bear. No, nothing to worry about. It all happened, right? No matter what happens. He didn't even explain to her what the old woman wanted. See, that's why he has this question mark. Epic music! Chords! Victory! Yep, today! I don't know if I'll record these credits or not. And so that's, I guess I will. So that's Torneko, The Last Hope, but then again, I'm probably like the 18th, 20th person to do this on YouTube. And I only did it in like 4 episodes, and most people have a bunch of Let's Plays that are only 10 minutes long. So watching my Let's Plays are a little bit onerous for some people because they're not used to my 1 to 2 hour, sometimes even 3 hour little record deals here. And I did skip a lot of the dialogue because I just went from dungeon to dungeon. After each dungeon, going to the town square, going to the adventurers hall, etc., etc., gives you a lot more story, a lot more exposition. But all in all, it's pretty much useless. And as far as the blacksmith's concerned, if you use him 5 times, every 5 times or so, he'll give you some information, but his information is useless. He'll tell you stuff you already know, or he'll give you useless trivia that, for the Korean and everyone, is fine. But I found a list of all the stuff the blacksmith says on, I think it was GameFAQs.com by someone. And after a certain number of facts, he'll repeat his facts. So using him for just his facts is pointless. Even without the internet, he doesn't give you any game-important information. And even with the internet, it's useless because he wants 2 random items that you're most likely not going to have. That font for end looks familiar. Doesn't it have like a Serious Sam atmosphere? No. But you do get to save, and after you beat it for the PlayStation, I do recommend buying this for console. I recommend getting it. It'll probably be really cheap, and you know, support the developers of this game. So you just can't sit still. I like how you're chasing something. Let's go inside. And you get Dark Evil statue. What I don't like is there's no explanation. You're itching to go out again, exploring again, aren't you? I can tell. Here you go. Obtained Big Bread. Take care, dear. How'd you fit Big Bread in your inventory? It was completely full. Yeah, you can't. I really wish you could search these statues. And this is why I wish you could go over that, like what she did at the beginning. If you fell so many times, you can walk back here. I want to go to his house. I want to go to the 2nd floor of his shop and just chill out in his house. So I want to open that. This green adventurer's log thing, I believe, should have probably been put somewhere else. Because it's pointless. It's just the adventure members and the high score. That should have been upstairs. That should have been upstairs on his private little desk. So as the roleplay would be, he's keeping a memo as he goes to bed each night. That way you could open this, go through it, and then check that statue, as well as his house. And checking each one of these statues, I think, should give you exposition, but it doesn't in some way. You know, I just wish, A, there was probably more statues, and B, they had some significance. Like, you could put one here, where he's standing right now. He puts little tables here for you to chill at, but it's not really a restaurant so much as just a joy place. And she doesn't say anything. I heard, Torneko, you went to Magic Dungeon again? Oh, I wish I could taste some of the bread. Most of it's moldy. You rarely find magic bread. So this is the little peeve I have, that they didn't expand this. In the Super Nintendo version, your shop keeps getting bigger. And I really wish that they had expanded on that a little bit. Just to make it more interesting, more entertaining. But I think this was a rushed title for translation. I never played the Japanese version. But maybe even in Japan, this actually sold pretty well in Japan, not over here so much. Pretty much a shame. Anyway, I'm going to do a bunch of maintenance here, a bunch of housekeeping. And I know I post these a bit too fast for more viewers to look at. And I know I post these too quickly for people to give me a lot of feedback. But if anyone does manage to see this relatively short amount of time, let me know what you'd like to see next. We have class changes. I will do class change mage first because I want to get the magic sword right away, then go into the Fire's Dungeon and try to get the magic shield right away. There's no reason not to do that. And then meld that to your base weapon now. I want to say the magic shield has a higher defense rating than the ogre shield. And even if it doesn't, the magic shield would be the property that I'd want. I think the ogre shield is stronger than the magic shield, but if you meld the magic shield with the ogre shield, you'll get the effect of the magic shield. However, I don't think you'll be able to learn the skills as a fighter with the ogre shield that you will with the magic shield. So it's sort of one of those things where you could clone the magic shield, equip your beefed up magic shield, and then have a beefed up ogre shield of the same effect, just so you can walk around, learn skills and things. And you can keep all skills you learn as a fighter, but you assign them to weapons. I'll get into that when I become a fighter and do some more exposition here. But for now, that's the end. Hope you enjoyed whatever this was worth to you, and have a nice day. Sign off until next time.